Hello everyone, welcome to this new session in Java. In today's session we are going to talk about adapter classes. Just a quick recap, what we did in the last session, we spoke about the JTree component. Now what are adapter classes? Basically we use adapter classes to reduce the number of lines in coding. That means it is going to save the programmer's time, because when the number of lines of code is reduced, the time of the programmer is going to be saved. Now how do we do this? In order to appreciate what are adapter classes, you need to know some things about interfaces. We all know what an interface is. An interface is also a Java reference type. Now an interface would have number of abstract methods. Now you know that a class can implement an interface. Now once a class implements the interfaces, it has to basically override all the methods of the interface. For example, you have three methods in this interface now, method 1, method 2 and method 3. Now the class which implements this interface must and should override all the three methods, that is method 1, method 2 and method 3 as well. So that is one of the basic disadvantage of an interface. Suppose in a class I don't want to actually implement method 2 and method 3, then what is the point of overriding it? But interface makes it a point to ensure that you override it. If you don't have anything to write there in the method, then you'll have to simply at least give a blank method as well. So this is one of the main disadvantage of using an interface. Now before we actually see what are adapter classes, I want to show you two programs which I have written, and I'll execute it and show it in Eclipse. One with interface, we are going to use something called as a mouse listener interface, and we'll also see what is a mouse adapter class. Run those two programs, then come back and see the program of those two programs and see how adapter classes are far more better than interface. So let's directly go to Eclipse now. Okay, here you go now. This is a simple program which makes use of the mouse listener interface. So let me run this program now. So when I run this program, I'm going to get a frame. Now you can see that my mouse pointer is moving. So wherever I click on the mouse pointer, I'm going to get a blue oval shaped figure like this. Okay, the program is pretty simple. So this is a simple example of a mouse listener interface. Okay, now let me close this program. So I have another program now. Now this program is actually using an mouse adapter. So let me run this program as well. Okay, observe that the output is pretty similar. So now I have executed two programs for you. One program which uses the mouse listener interface, and the second program which uses the mouse adapter. You are getting the same output, but there is a difference in programming logic. So we shall see how to we shall see and find out what is the major difference between implementing a listener and extending an adapter. Then you'll really appreciate why the adapter is more powerful than a listener. Okay, now I will show you two programs, one with the listener interface and one with the adapter class. Okay, here we go. Now this program basically makes use of this mouse listener interface. Okay, now you can see that you have imported two packages. One is java.awt.star and java.awt.event.star. So that means that you are making use of the event delegation model here. You have a class called mouse listener example2, which extends the frame class and implements the mouse listener class, mouse listener interface, sorry. So it is basically implementing the mouse listener interface. Now you have a constructor here. You know that the name of the constructor is as the same name as that of the class. You are adding an mouse listener to the frame by giving this Java statement add mouse listener, and you are passing this is represents to the current object. Now here frame is the current object, so you are actually adding the listener to the frame. Then you are setting the size of the frame, and you are setting the layout of the frame, and you are setting the visibility of the frame to true. Now understand that this mouse listener interface has got multiple abstract methods. So what are the abstract methods? So it has got abstract methods as shown here: mouse entered, mouse exited, mouse pressed, and mouse released. Now I am not going to override all these methods, but it has got one more abstract method called as mouse clicked. So I am just going to override this mouse clicked method. So this mouse clicked method will take the mouse event class and an object as its argument. Now I am that I am having an object called G, which is of the graphics class, and I am using this method called getGraphics. So getGraphics is a method which is used to get the graphic object. Now using the graphic object, I am setting the color of the graphic object to blue, and I am setting the shape of that graphic object to oval in a particular oval, and I am setting the size as 30, 30, and I am specifying the coordinate position, which is x and y. Now you should know that when I am actually moving the pointer inside the frame, and when I click on that particular frame, the mouse listener becomes active. So it will basically take this event called as a mouse clicked event. So that mouse clicked event will have the object. So that object will basically track the xy coordinate where you have clicked the mouse inside the frame. So that particular object will be used here. For example, here you can see that you are using G dot fill oval E dot getX. That means from the object E, you are getting the coordinate position of X, and you are getting the coordinate position of Y, and in that coordinate position you are actually filling the position with a oval shaped diagram, with this in turn actually filled with a color called as blue. So this is what is an overriding event of a mouse clicked abstract method, which is present in the mouse listener interface. But we know that the mouse listener interface also has got other abstract methods also. But I told you that there is a disadvantage in implementing the interface. What is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is, if you are implementing a interface, you must and should override all the abstract methods of the interface. Now in this case, you are actually overriding the mouse clicked abstract method. But what about the other methods? See, other methods I have simply have to give a blank implementation. So you have seen that you have given the mouse entered event, mouse exited event, mouse pressed method, and the mouse released method. Okay, so there are three more methods, that is mouse entered method, exited method, pressed method, and a released method. Now all these four methods have a blank implementation. Blank implementation means they simply have open and close brackets, so they don't have any implementation. So this has to be done whether you like it or not. So why do I have to write this unnecessarily when I am not using this, or when I am not actually overriding these methods? So that is why we have to make use of an adapter classes. So in the main function, you are creating an instance of a mouse listener class, that is mouse listener example 2 class. You know that when you are creating an instant, a constructor is called, then you know what happens, the entire program gets executed. Now the same thing I write it in a adapter class, using an adapter class. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to import these two packages. One is java.awt.star and import java.awt.event.star. Then I am creating a class called mouse adapter example, which extends mouse adapter. Now I am not implementing any interface here, I am extending a mouse adapter class. So inside that I am creating a frame object, okay, and I am creating a constructor. So inside the constructor I am creating a new frame, and I am adding the mouse listener to the frame. I am setting the size of the frame, layout of the frame, and I am setting the visibility of the frame to true. Now you can see here I am overriding this particular abstract method, mouse clicked method. What is this mouse clicked abstract method? This method is overridden. So this method will be overridden, and inside this method I am using the same logic as I have done in the interface. So I am creating an object called G of the graphics class. So here get graphics will get me the graphic object. After getting the graphic object, I am setting the color of the graphic object, I am setting the shape of the graphic object, and using the xy coordinate of the object E, I am plotting this oval with the color. So in the main function, I am actually calling, I am creating an instance of an mouse adapter class so that the constructor runs. So one thing you have to understand here is there is no separate implementations of the other abstract methods in this particular program. So you have only overridden the mouse clicked method, other methods are discarded. Okay, now you see what's happening in the mouse adapter. Mouse adapter also has got these 5 abstract methods, but when you extend the class with the mouse adapter, you only have to use the mouse clicked abstract method. You have to implement only the mouse clicked abstract method. So that means you don't have to actually give the empty implementation of the other 4 abstract methods. So thereby you are saving programmers time and also the number of lines of code. So that is the only reason we use adapters over listeners. So thank you so much for watching this particular session. I will see you in the next session where I am going to discuss about the inner classes. Till then, take care. Bye bye.